Okay, how many times have you thought about doing this? I'm confused. I understand not having alcoholic beverages, smoking, and eating junk food, but now you're telling me that I can't even enjoy a cold shower after a very hot day? What? Well, genuinely confused by internet wisdom guy? This might not be the best idea for you. Welcome back to part 2 of Healthcare Conspiracies with EZBEAT on the Street. Now, the second conspiracy is something that all of you potentially experience every day, especially if you live in a hot city. It goes something like this. If you take an ice cold shower right after experiencing a very hot day, the extremes in temperature might not be good for you. But I see athletes taking ice baths all the time for recovery. How is that any different? Now that's a great question, and it highlights an important distinction between two practices: taking an ice bath after a workout for recovery and taking an ice cold shower right after a very, very hot day. Ice baths or cold water immersions are used by sports teams, athletes, and even weekend warriors for post-workout muscle recovery and inflammation control. The goal or purpose here is not to cool down from the weather, but instead to emphasize on muscle repair and recovery. So how does it work? When you get into water that's about 10 to 15 degrees Celsius, your blood vessels constrict, thereby reducing swelling. When you get out of this water, they dilate again, improving blood flow, flushing waste products, and allowing oxygen-rich blood to reach muscles. Now, this cycle helps recovery and in controlled doses can boost alertness, support immunity, and even cool the body in heat stroke emergencies. The important thing to note here is that this is done in a controlled environment, short, timed sessions, and often under supervision, which ensures that it achieves its intended goal. Okay, picture this. It's 42 degrees Celsius outside. You just walked almost 45 minutes, you're sweating, you reach home, and the first thing you intend to do is jump into a cold shower. Now, I know the idea is instant relief, but your body doesn't see it that way. So instead of helping you cool down, it can actually make you feel hotter when you step back outside. Let's break down how this works. The sudden cold triggers vasoconstriction, which basically traps heat in your body's core. This prevents your body's natural cooling processes from functioning efficiently. Now, these processes mainly involve sweating and increased blood flow to the skin for heat loss through convection. So the next time you're overheated after a long day at work, make sure you don't immediately jump in that ice cold blast shower. Wait it out a while so that your body's natural processes can do their job effectively, or just go for a lukewarm shower instead. I know it's not the best option, but you know what I mean. Give your heart a break and lower your risk. Okay, so I'll just get like rosy cheeks or something. What's the big deal? Oh yeah? Well, what about people who have heart disease or those at risk of developing heart disease? The cold shock can spike blood pressure and increase the strain on your heart, making it risky, especially during heat waves. If you found that helpful, make sure you hit that thumbs up and the subscribe button. And if you have any funny healthcare conspiracies or something that's on your mind anyway, make sure you mention it in the comment section below. My name is Dhruv, and I will see you next time for part 3 of Healthcare Conspiracies with EZBEAT on the Street.